All right, I did confirm it is March 26th, and this is my little greenhouse and our beautiful view of the mountains. You can kind of see back there is actually the pond that we go to in the summer. But this here is my greenhouse, and I'm just going to give you a quick little tour this time of year. It is a mess because, gardening tends to be a messy thing. My door here is a repurposed piece of an old metal greenhouse, like one of those metal framed ones. I just cut it off because you know what? It's got a screen, double zippers, and I'm reusing it. My husband built this greenhouse from the design I gave him, so it's slanted so that the snow will run off and the rain will run off. Ideally, I will put a gutter on the back end for water collection this year. I didn't get to it last year. And the garden is actually behind it over there. We did have to put it on a deck, and I will kind of come around this side to show you why. We live on a pretty significant hill, so even this spot, which actually looked fairly flat to us before we put this here, you can see that it is definitely not. You can see how much we had to build this up, and we just put it on a deck to make it easier for us. And then I made this sort of, my son and I did this little rock wall in order to make it like easier to just walk in to the greenhouse and not have to step up or put stairs or whatever. All right, so a little bit of a tour inside. Like I said, messy time of year. So we got some leftover dirt and tools and lots of pots and things back there. This is one of those planter's boxes that I'm really bad at remembering to water all summer, but I tried to overwinter my strawberries in there, and I'm curious to see what they do. I've never done that before. If anybody else has, feel free to leave me a comment. And then we just have collections of stuff that I put in here so that they wouldn't be out in the elements. And finally, I have the little bit of seeds that I've started. These are actually Japanese quince. I've done this before where in the spring, the Japanese quince fruit that falls on the ground, it's all mushy and yucky and whatever. And I literally just have pushed them into the ground in the spot that I want them to grow, and they have grown. So this year I thought I would put them in pots and see if I could get them to grow and then either plant a few or possibly give them away as gifts. So we're going to see how that goes. And Japanese quince have been really fun to play with this past year. You can see, like I said, messy, building supplies, whatever. But that out there will be the garden this year. It may not be impressive. This may be one of those years. Right now we have a ton of garlic. I'll head back out here. Right now we have a ton of garlic that we will be harvesting later on, but this whole area you can kind of see the hay and the markers that we put out. This is our garlic bed, so we plant that in October up here in Maine. Hardneck garlic, and we planted about 250 cloves with the help of some very lovely friends of ours, and we'll be really excited to get garlic scapes in the early summer, and then hopefully late summer lots of yummy garlic. And those were planted from our own cloves. This is my third year doing garlic, and I save enough of it to replant. So pretty excited about that. All right, happy spring.